While the mainstream media talks about celebrities and inauguration crowds, things that have no relevancy or validity in our daily lives, I wanted to refocus everyone's attention on the most important thing, and that is American foreign policy and how many bombs are dropped in our name with our tax dollars in the Middle East, especially now under Donald Trump. We were getting initial reports here that the Secretary of Defense, Mad Dog Mathis, on his first day decided to blow up, according to some sources, 31 supposedly ISIS targets. Now, Glenn Greenwald is reporting that the first airstrikes were carried out under Trump were 25 in Syria, 6 in Iraq, and a drone strike in Yemen. Now, this is what we should be concerned about because the foreign policy initiatives by the West, by the Barack Obama administration in Yemen, have been awful and totally wrong in many essences, protecting Saudi Arabia and the conflict that they have with Yemen, which is largely irresponsible, supporting that human rights violating country and their war crimes that they have been committing in that country. But it's important to note, this is not an escalation because Barack Obama literally dropped a bomb every 20 minutes last year alone of his administration. So this is not increase of the airstrikes. We're just getting initial reports of how many are continuing, but it's also not clear whether these were actually planned by Donald Trump or ongoing operation that's just continued. Now, with these airstrikes, the Russians and the Kremlin are coming out and are saying, yeah, we did this together with the United States-led coalition in Syria. We have the Russian defense minister coming out in a statement Monday saying, quote, after conducting additional surveillance measures using drones and satellites, 2 Russian warplanes, together with 2 coalition U.S. aircraft, carried out airstrikes on terrorist targets, hitting several fuel depots as well as ammunition stores and terrorist positions. This is according to the Russian. The Pentagon is answering back and saying that this is rubbish and, quote, Russian propaganda. U.S. State Department spokesman Adrian Galloway told Sputnik that the Pentagon was not coordinating airstrikes with the Russian military in Syria, and the United States is denying that they have been working with Russia in order to defeat ISIS inside of Syria. Now, it's important to understand here, the White House under Donald Trump is open to cooperating militarily with Moscow, but it would be illegal under a provision that Barack Obama signed into the 2014 National Defense Authorization Act, which makes it illegal and would limit the Pentagon's ability to work with Russia. This is the same NDAA that legalized Barack Obama to indefinitely detain, arrest, and hold people in jail, American citizens in jail, without the due process of law. This is a very controversial NDAA, and in that provision it says you cannot work together and cooperate with Russia as well. How will Donald Trump respond to this? Will they openly cooperate? It's very interesting seeing these two sides, Donald Trump and Russia and Vladimir Putin, who said that they would do this, now caught in a war of words against each other. But what's more interesting is the situation that developed in Yemen, whether it was a Donald Trump-led initiative, whether it was a continued operation of Barack Obama, whether it was Mad Dog Mathis, we do not know, but we will keep a close eye on this story because it's important to understand what countries are we bombing. A lot more important than the malarkey and bullcrap that you see on the mainstream media and even in some of the alternative media. So if this video resonated with you and it is important to you to understand American foreign policy, make sure to support us on wearechange.org/donate. Share this video, and of course, don't forget to subscribe. Click that bell button. We're going to have more important foreign policy news coming here your way on youtube.com/we are change.